of the day, it might actually take 5 minutes before it will restart. Is it 5 minutes for daytime and 5 minutes for nighttime? I don't remember. So it might actually take a whole 5 minutes to restart the circuit if we use a light level sensor. But the way to do that is every time the light sensor or the light level changes. Actually no, you want it to be, you don't want it every time it changes a little bit, because they made it so that the circuits aren't on and off neither, like they have it at different levels. You can have different power levels in the wires. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but anyway, you can make it so that when it turns off or when it turns on, it will send a pulse that will trigger the piston to turn off and then turn on, which then will reset the circuit just like that. But that really does take a whole day for that to happen. How do I... No, that should be fine, like a daily reset of the clock. It's just that, you know, when it crashed before, it stopped the clock, and that's really... Wait, what? Oh, it crashed again. Never mind, I'll figure this out myself, and I don't... Why is it doing this? Anyway, when I come back, we have the grown chickens, I promise. Alright, so here we are, back with some grown-ass chickens. Look at those chickens. Big chickens. Okay, so they've grown up. Have we got eggs yet? No, we haven't got any eggs yet. It takes like 5 minutes before they start laying eggs. I might wait for them to lay eggs just to make sure that the eggs will actually fall through here. In the meantime, I was counting how many blocks... Okay, seriously, Minecraft is just crashing left and right here. I think it's the chickens. I think the circuit's not helping. I think there's too many chickens here, that's why Minecraft is crashing so much. Anyway, what was I saying? I was counting how many blocks we have here. Because this thing is so compact, look at it, it's actually really efficient. Because this thing is so compact, we can fit 8 or 9... Wow, I did that again. We can fit 8 or 9 of those in the space of, you know, the first chicken facility. So version 1 is there, and I was counting, each module is like 5 blocks wide. So I can fit like 8 of them here, so 8 of them will give me like maybe on average 2.5 stacks of cooked chickens every time I, you know, activate it. So I'm thinking I'll have them all lined up across there, like across here, if you can imagine that. Just behind the other facility. Maybe I'll give myself more room back here as well. Although, no, that's enough room. So it'll be all along here. And then... Actually, let me think about this, because I want the circuit somewhere. So I want maybe like 4 modules on the left, and then some empty space in the middle for the circuit. And then 4 modules on the right. And then what I'll do is, I want the switches up here, because what happens is, I'll make most of this out of glass. I want to be able to see the chickens and see what's going on. So there's like 2 switches. One is to activate the dispenser, the other one is to activate the cooker, or to drop them into the cooker. So I want to be able to see all of them drop into the cooker, and I want to see all of them come out of the dispenser as well. So most of this will have to be made out of glass. The control will be in the middle. I guess it'll be up here so I can see, you know, both sides of chickens. And then there'll be the 2 levers. And then the circuit will be down underneath the ground, I think, or on the ground. And then there'll be the clock, and then it'll come up, and everything will be awesome. So that's the plan, if that makes sense. 4 modules on each side, and then there's the control circuit in the middle. And the thing will end up being more compact and also more productive. And also easier to work than the first version. Which is great, you know, it's just better. The second version will just be better in every single way. Now, how long have I been here? Because I really need these chickens to start laying eggs. just so we can be sure that they will lay eggs and the eggs will come out here. You can see the chicken butts above us. We just need to get them to lay eggs. Yeah, so the clock and the circuits, so everything, I mean aside from the clock circuit, everything is actually quite compact, right? That's the circuit there, these are the two wires, the two redstone towers. And the wires will just come straight across and join up to each one, so that's all very compact. Oh, I need something to... I need to contain the chickens as well, so they don't run around too much once they're cooked. But that's not a problem, I just have to kind of put a fence around here, I guess. So they'll run off and run off the fire. They might stay up here, but that shouldn't be a problem neither. Yeah, I don't really have too much else to say now. So I guess I'll release the videos. There's not much point. Well, I guess there is some point in building parts of this, but until I get the hoppers and the droppers, until the next update comes out, there's no point finishing this thing because I have to put those in before this thing will actually work. And if I build the whole thing without those things in, then I have to kind of take it apart again just to put those things in. So I guess I'll start building it, but I can't finish this until the next Minecraft update, which is alright. I guess I'll just do other things, but it means that the videos won't... Oh, someone laid an egg. There we go. Eggs, yes, yes. Drop me your eggs. And crash. I think every time the game reloads, it resets the timer on the egg laying. So, okay, let's not... Wow, this game. Yeah, so I've only encountered that crash like today. I really think it's the chickens. It's because there's too many chickens around here. I don't know. Maybe it is, maybe it's not. Anyway. So we can confirm that they do lay eggs and the eggs will drop through, so that's all fine. What was I saying before the game crashed? Yeah, so I won't be able to show the finished product until the next patch comes out, but I'll start building it and then maybe I'll make more videos at the other time. Alright, so now we have chickens and we're gonna cook them. If we switch that, then they all get pushed in, I hope. Oh my god. Are you kidding me? Why? Did the chickens seriously get pushed through the pistons? How did that happen? None of them actually fell into the cooker. Okay, let us remove that block. Maybe... oh crap, I just dropped a blow of dirt into the fire. Maybe that's what was stopping the chickens from going into the cooker. So... wow, that sucks. The chickens were getting like pushed on top of the pistons. How can I prevent that? There's not enough room down here, because that's where the fire is. Well, that's annoying, isn't it? Maybe it's just a matter of, filling this up. No, but then like when the piston push... this is so annoying. When the piston pushes down, there's still... Anyway, let's just see what happens when we do this. What? Great, so now they all got dropped into the cooker. And we should find a lot of cooked chicken underneath it. Except some of them got stuck in the piston as well. Okay, I think I know what to do. I think... Yeah. Yeah, okay, I know. So there we go, cooked chicken. Awesome, cooked chicken and feathers. Very good. Okay, that's all good. So that mostly works. Okay, I think what I need to do here is to put the pistons on the side instead of at the top. How did you survive that? So... Okay, you see that there. I think what I need to do is to have the pistons on either side. But what that means is this thing will end up being wider than it is now, wouldn't it? That's really annoying. That's really, really annoying. I mean, if we have the pistons at the side, pushing that dirt block in, and that from that direction, then we would not have to reveal the pistons on this side. So that's gonna be, or no, not. Oh yes, that. Or we do that. Yeah, we can do this. So we can design it so that it's like that. And I guess I'll move this further up this way. So there's still room behind this for the chickens to fall if they glitch through. So that then would cover up the piston circuitry. Don't even need that block there. It's just that block there. Okay, that should work. Because the problem is, if I put the pistons on the side, then we need to make this whole thing wider. Because then there'll be a block there, and then a piston there, and then retracts there. That will make it too... No, I want to keep it compact, right? So that should be good there. Let's remove that bit and move that down to here, and get rid of that. Can that chicken get up here or not? It should not be able to get up here. No, that should be fine. And I think that chicken laid an egg too, that's pretty cool. Okay, so that should work now. Because then the chickens won't be able to, you know, get onto the piston, in between the block and the piston. So then right, and straight in. I might test this again. Wow, I don't know why it does that. I don't know why it does that. Alright, I'll test this again in my own time, just to make sure that this works. That everything's gonna work out the way I want it. And that, you know, the chickens aren't gonna be able to escape here for no reason. And if it works, I'll just keep going. If it doesn't work, I guess I'll come back with another video trying to fix it. But aside from that, this is the prototype of version 2 of the chicken facility. And I guess I'll build the rest pretty much off screen because you know it's gonna be this except in glass and stone bricks. Yeah, cool. Okay, done. I guess I'll see you guys. I don't know. I'll build some other things maybe, record them. I don't know when the next patch is coming out. When the next patch is coming out, when it does come out, I'll come back and finish it off and show you guys what it's like when it's finished. But until then, I'll see you guys. Let's see. Yeah, I just built that basically 8 times. And the circle in the middle. Yeah, I can build most of this before the next patch. I'll see you guys.